Hello, this is Dan, DK Excavating, here at 4771 Greybull, doing dirty movie, like some people say, out on the roof. So I'm taking a look at this. Got a call, thought they might have some sewer problems. So taking a look where I'm on the roof. We're out about 110 feet. This thing goes back to the alley. If I start going down, this thing angles straight down. So angles straight down a couple feet before it gets into the main. You can't see that because the water trickling. We flushed the toilet a couple times just to help clear the line. There was some paper in the line, but can't really see much because it just goes straight down into the main. So I'd say pull back to get to there. I'm about 2 feet. And then to get all the way there, I'm probably another foot. So that's right before it starts swooping down. So some of these fittings here, they're a little rough cut, but I don't think it's anything that hasn't been there since the beginning. Just looks like, probably didn't have a diamond blade when this thing was installed to make it nice and smooth. So got a few tree roots on this line. Nothing out of the ordinary for a clay line. A few tiny offsets, and by offsets I kind of mean anytime there's a clay fitting that doesn't line up exactly perfectly, whether it's at a slight angle or slight up or down, it offsets it just slightly and it makes it look like it's offset. But we'll go ahead and take a look and tell you what I think. So right here, right before we drop down, we are in the alley. Like I said, we're probably about where the wheel track is, just behind the gate on the fence. We're about 7 feet deep right here, so not super deep here, but it does drop down a few more feet. This thing comes straight back toward the house, lining up with the center of the back patio and the covered back patio. Goes underneath the slab, and it's just a straight shot. So we'll pull back. There is a fitting every couple feet, I believe, maybe 4. Let's see what we got. So there's a fitting. Got some, looks like some lingering tree roots on the top, some little fingerlings. So 104 there. If we go back, see, looks like we've got the 100 feet roughly. So that tells me this has got the 4-foot sections in it, which means they're usually gasketed, but tree roots still try to get by these gaskets. I didn't really see anything alarming with this line. There's a few little offsets. If you want to call them that, some small tree roots here and there. Pretty normal for a clay system. I think this line could be maintained with regular maintenance. Like I recommend all clay lines to be serviced. Something like this, I would say probably annually or biannually, just depending on how fast these tree roots grow. Maybe some root X treatment. To this one, it's kind of offset a little bit to the right there. There's a bit more of a lip there. Could be an angle transition. Could be a tad bit of settling, not sure, but I don't see any cracks in the pipe. Just a few tree roots making their way in. Got another one there, not bad. The one thing about this line is, I'm not sure what the toilet access is, but we have a 3-inch stack in the roof. If a person wanted to get a better job on these, I would recommend maybe getting a 2-way clean out installed in the backyard somewhere. And then when someone has maintenance come over to maintain this line, they wouldn't have to climb on the roof or go inside, pull a toilet or nothing like that. And they could access it from the yard and get these tree roots cleared out. If someone wanted to do something a little bit more permanent for the roots, maybe be a good candidate to have a liner installed. I said I didn't see any bellies, nothing big here. There's some of the paper and stuff that I saw. Looks like it's started to deteriorate a little bit more after I flushed some water. A few extra tree root danglers there. So this one kind of offsets a little bit like to the bottom. So there's a tiny little pool of water. This happens when the pipe that I'm in is more flat than the pipe afterwards, so it's kind of trying to angle down, and it kind of shifts that transition in the fitting just a little bit. But you can see like the pool of water is very short and very shallow. I'm not very worried about that in my opinion. Not a lot to see. Another slight downward transition there. It seems like this pipe has plenty of slope on it, because anything that would kind of hold it up and have a tendency like the tissue or the offsets, if it had a light bit of slope, that would make a lot longer belly or a lot deeper belly, and the bellies are just not that big. It's real tiny from those lips on those fittings. So a larger clump of tissue paper. Right here, I think we're probably getting ready to transition to our cast iron. So this guy right here, it looks like we're probably 3-inch cast iron. Going into a 4-inch pipe. There's some stuff right there I'm trying to get past. It's gonna make my camera a little foggy. But this, I'm guessing this is about 1 or 2 feet from the back of the house, underneath the slab. So this thing goes straight out, goes right next to the bird bath in the backyard, and then kind of goes straight back. Yeah, it looks like it's in pretty good shape. I think this sewer is fully functional. Just needs some regular maintenance, like all clay lines. Go ahead and pull it out of here, and you can see where I'm at. Coming up, vertical stack now. Sorry if this thing is lengthy. Just trying to be thorough. The head of the camera cleaned off a little bit here. It's got a little junk on it. So still got nothing on it. I think someone had used this bathroom recently. Alright, so here we are. Here's our clean out on the roof. This is looking to the east. And if you look down, you might be able to see right down here, maybe right here, there's a bird bath, and sewer goes out that way, kind of straight out. So if this person wanted to clean out, I would say putting it right there, maybe inside that rock area by the carport, or just inside the yard. It's probably going to be about 8 feet deep in the yard, maybe a hair less in the carport area. So, hope this helps. Thanks for watching.